Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 1 of the Maritime Witch. As you know, Season 3 was a little bit of a bust for us because, well, life happened. And we knew that things were going to be kind of sketchy last year, but then, anyways, if you followed along, you know. If you don't, you don't need to. But we are here for Season 4. So what's new and exciting? So the Maritime Witch is expanding a little bit. I do have a Facebook page. It used to be the Black Hat Boutique. It is now being switched over to the Maritime Witch Emporium. I am just trying to keep everything under one umbrella, trying to keep myself organized. It's just a new name, but I will be getting things more organized. So feel free to hop on over there and it's under construction at the moment, but in the new year, as things unfold, my hope is to get things better situated there. So moving on to the topic of our very first episode for 2026, we are going to talk about 2026. So 2026 in numerology is a number 1 year. This is global, this is universal. So what this means is that 2026 is a powerful time for new beginnings. It's a great time for fresh starts and laying the foundation for the next 9-year cycle. Numerology, everything runs in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is number 1. So it's a time of initiation and action. It's a great time to start new projects, to take some risks moving forward with some courage. It's about independence and leadership, being self-reliant, focusing on your individuality, taking the lead in your own life, breaking free from past limitations. It's also a good year for planting the seeds of success. The effort that you put in this year will significantly impact the rest of your 9-year cycle. And it's also a year of discovery and originality. It's about self-discovery, trying new things, and embracing original ideas. Having said that, a number 1 year also comes with a few challenges as well. It's also a year of being impulsive, being a little too self-focused, and having a lack of patience when things move slowly. So those are just some things to keep in mind as you're moving through 2026. It's a good time to set some clear goals, to embrace change. Don't be afraid to go outside of your comfort zone. Be decisive and take calculated risks. Don't take great big risks. I'm not telling you to, invest millions of dollars or anything like that. So the other thing is 2026, as I said, is a number 1 year universally. So all across the globe, because 2026 is what it is a number 1 year. However, having said that, it might not be a personal number 1 year for you. So your personal year is specific to you, and you can figure that out with your birth date and the current year and how it aligns with the number 1 year. For anybody who would like, you can direct message the Facebook page, or you can reach out to me at themaritimewitch@gmail.com, and I would be happy to let you know what your personal year is and what that means for you in a number 1 year. All you need to do is send me your birth date, month, day, and year that you were born. And like I said, I'd be happy to get back to you with what that means for you in a personal year and a 1 year. So that's what I had to start out with. So 2026. Some exciting things coming in 2026. So I did tell everybody ahead of time, if you were following along on the page, on the Facebook page, to have, this is an interactive episode, so have your pen and your calendar or your day planner ready to go. I'm going to go through the 12 months of the year, and I'm going to tell you some events that are coming up, days that are important for people who do follow a witchcraft path, days that are important to me anyways, events that are coming up that are important, very celestial astrological year. So let's dive right in. So January, so you can mark on your calendars, January 3rd, coming up in just a couple of days is a full moon, and it is also a super moon. So this is a good time for you to start the year off. As I said, number 1 year, it's a fresh start. Get those crystals charged, get your cards charged, get things cleansed. It's a full moon as well as a super moon. And on January 3rd and 4th, there's also going to be a meteor shower. So if you're in the right spot and you have the right weather, the skies should be showering meteors. And just before we do move on, I will say Sean is here. He's sitting over in the corner being very, very quiet today.
I was eating chocolate and drinking beer.
Yes, you were. Tis the season. January 18th on Sunday is a new moon for any new moon rituals or any new moon workings that you might have. So that's all for January. So moving into February. So February 1st is Imbolc, and as well, it is also a full moon. So you have the celebration on the full moon, which is very exciting. We have our first Friday the 13th, which is, I know, a lucky day for a lot of people. Unlucky for some. It depends on what you believe. So February 17th, we have an annular solar eclipse, and it is also the new moon. So lots of events kind of happening all around the same time. The very first Mercury retrograde. Sean, this is important to you. You need to mark this one down.
I got to pay attention.
Mercury retrograde begins. You had a tough time the last Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if I was going to make it out of that one.
So Mercury retrograde, people find that there is a breakdown in communication. There's a lot of tech glitches. There's travel delays. I would delay any big decisions. So that's what's coming for February. Moving into March. Tuesday, March 3rd is full moon, but it is also a total lunar eclipse. Same day. Like I said, big year of stuff happening. March 19th is the new moon. And then on Friday the 20th, we have the spring equinox, Ostara. And yay, Mercury retrograde ends. So then moving into April. Now, April 1st, we have a full moon. On April 17th, we have our new moon. April 22nd and 23rd, you have another meteor shower. And April 30th is Witch's Night, which we celebrate here as well. We usually have a nice dinner and all that good stuff.
Yep.
May 1st, Friday, which is a great time to celebrate, is Beltane, and also a full moon. So there's a lot of celebrations in the witchcraft Wiccan calendar that are all falling into celestial events this year, which I think is going to be a very, very big and powerful year. May 6th and 7th, another meteor shower. And May 16th is your new moon. And May 31st is a full moon, second one in May, so it is also a blue moon. June. Oh, the moon in June. Okay, I'm not going to sing. So
you already did that.
I already did. You can cut that part out.
No.
So June 15th is your new moon. And then on June 21st, on the Sunday, it is the summer solstice, Letha. And on June 29th, we have a full moon. And we also have the beginning of our second Mercury in retrograde.
There's 2 of them this year?
Oh, stay tuned.
Oh, great.
I will keep you well informed.
You're going to have to keep me well in...
Bubble wrap?
Yeah, exactly.
So not a whole lot going on in the month of June. Moving into July, the 14th on a Tuesday is your new moon. July 23rd, Mercury retrograde ends. And then on July 28th and 29th is really big. July 28th and 29th is a meteor shower. July 28th, the Lionsgate portal opens. And July 29th is your full moon. So then moving into August 1st, we have Lughnasadh for one of the sabbats. We have on August 8th, the peak, which is a Saturday, the peak of the Lionsgate portal. The Lionsgate portal is a time for manifestation, aligning your desires with the universe. It's a time of abundance and spiritual connection and about power and new beginnings. The Lionsgate portal closes on August 12th. It is also a new moon, and it is also a total solar eclipse. And on the 12th and 13th is a meteor shower. So that's a huge celestial day on that day. There's a whole lot going on that day. Then on August 28th is your full moon, and it is also a partial lunar eclipse. So then moving into September, September 7th is a meteor shower. September 11th is the new moon. September 21st and 22nd is a meteor shower, and also on September 22nd is the fall equinox and the celebration of Mabon. And then on September 26th, you have your full moon. So now, moving into October, October 10th is your new moon. October 24th is the beginning of the third and final Mercury retrograde of the year. And October 26th is full moon. And of course, on October 31st is the celebration of Samhain.
It's Halloween time. The time for leprechauns, banshees, pixies, and hobgoblins to hold their annual powwow.
Yes, and the old witch rides through the skies on her broom.
Not this year, Lena. This year she streaks across the Milky Way with her knobby knees buckled into Bob Hope's toothbrush. There she goes.
So how many retrograde things is there usually in 1 year? For me, it feels like it's about 9.
Yeah, I know it. They do last a little bit long, but I'm not really sure on how many there are each year. I don't know if it differs or not. So
You can always tell, because I never know when it happens, and when I'm having a big string of kind of bad luck, I always ask you, and
yeah, it's like Mercury's in retrograde.
true enough.
Yep. Okay, so moving into November 1st for those who celebrate Dia de los Muertos, and November 9th is the new moon, and November 13th, Friday the 13th, second one of the year, and Mercury retrograde ends.
You're good with the Friday the 13th, just as long as you're not, Crystal Lake.
Yeah, Camp Crystal Lake.
Yep.
Friday, the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough.
Just stay away from your camp for the weekend. And
I think there was only 2 Friday the 13th. I don't remember seeing another one circled. Let me just have a peek back here through my...
I guess you can still go to the camp for the weekend, because technically it'd be Saturday and Sunday. So
True. Oh, I lied to you. I missed one. So there's Friday the 13th in February, Friday the 13th in March, and then another one in November. I think I missed the March one. Okay, so Monday, November 16th. For those that follow the path of Hecate, it is the night of Hecate. It honors her as the great goddess, the goddess of the crossroads, magic, ghosts, and transition. She's the guardian of the witches, for those who do follow. Now, there's also some discrepancy with the night of Hecate. A lot of people also celebrate on November 30th. Again, no right way, no wrong way. We've discussed that. You do you, and whatever you're comfortable with. November 21st, Merry Witchmas. Biff?
I'm not sure why you're asking me.
I do believe that I do believe this is year number 5. Venue has been secured, and this year we'll be running 10 till 3. We find that 10 till 4 is a little bit too long in that last hour. So we're going to run 10 till 3 this year, but we will keep you updated on the goings on. But we do have that date finalized and secured for a venue. So I just want you to mark it on your calendars. So then moving on to November 24th, it's a full moon as well as a supermoon. And then rounding out our 2026, goes quick. December 9th, Wednesday, is new moon. Then on December 21st, it's Yule, your winter solstice. And December 23rd is your full moon, which is also a super moon. So that rounds out our year. And a lot of, like I said, celestial days, a lot of things falling all on the same day. I think 2026 is going to be a very good opportunity for rituals, and anybody who follows the witchcraft practice or the Wiccan faith or any kind of spiritual path. This year presents a lot of opportunities to do a lot of great things. I know that 2025 for us, being a 9-year and being the year where things get finalized and things come to an end, has definitely been that year for us. And I think the outlook for 2026 is going to be very positive. And I think there's going to be a lot of good opportunities for a lot of people this year. Again, you have to set the tone at the beginning. You have to set your intentions, and how you work this year is going to be a determination of your next 9-year cycle. But as I stated before at the beginning of the podcast, if you would like to know what your personal year is and how that affects your year as a number 1 year, please reach out by sending me a direct message on the Maritime Witch Facebook page, even on the Maritime Witch Emporium, or sending an email to themaritimewitch@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to figure that out for you and send you back the information. And always here for questions and answers and anything that you want to know. Also, if you have any kind of ideas or anything that you would like us to cover in this upcoming year, again, we're not going to adhere to a set schedule, just because, as 2025 has taught us, life definitely does happen, but hopefully to be a little bit more consistent this year than 2025 allowed us to be. So yeah, like I said, if you have any ideas, any topics that we haven't covered that you would like us to cover, if there's any topics that we have covered that you would like us to go more into depth, like I said, feel free to reach out. Happy to oblige.
Reach out and touch someone. Reach out and touch someone far away. Give them a call.
I'm not sure when we will be back with episode 2. Hopefully it won't be too long. And in the meantime, may the universe find you safe, happy, and healthy. Blessed be.